My name is Antoine Danois. I'm working at Citymapper in London, and I'm going to do a talk about how to make your app lose weight. Why it's important to have a lightweight app. It's quicker to build. It's really important for us as a developer. It's quicker to download and it takes less storage on your user's phone. And it's also really important for the next billion users. Not everyone has a high-end phone, so yeah, we have to think about everyone. And quote from Sam Tolomei, for every 6 megabyte increase to an APK size, we see a decrease in the install conversion rate of 1%. So yeah, it's important to have a lightweight app. So how can we do that? The first thing and the easiest and the most efficient way to do it is to use WebP. WebP is an image format made by Google, and for lossless conversion, so from JPEG or PNG to WebP, for a lossless conversion, we can increase the size of between 20 and 30% the size of the image. And if we use a lossy conversion, the size of the image can drop, like it can be twice or 3 times smaller than the original image. So it's really important to do that. For example, this image we have on the Citymapper app. In PNG, it's 78 kilobyte image, and in WebP, it would be a 53 kilobyte images. So how to do that? It's really simple. You just right-click on your image on your Android Studio, click Convert to WebP. If you use lossless encoding, you just have to pick lossless encoding and click OK. Otherwise, if you use a lossy encoding, you can show this window and you can see the original image, the final image, and the difference between them. And you can select the percentage of compression you want. And yeah, like for example, here we see the image is 4 times smaller. So yeah, it's a big improvement. But sometimes it's completely useless to do that. For example, with this image, so it's a blurry image, a bit random. It's an 8 kilobyte JPEG, but if I want to convert it to WebP, Android Studio just telling me it's completely useless to do it. It will be bigger in WebP than in JPEG. Also, you can use the vector drawable. The vector drawable, it's an XML file. It's a vectorial image. So it's just only text, and then it's rendered on the phone by the system. So yeah, it's not an image with the pixel and everything. It's just yeah, file, a text file, just like yeah, under the image. If you want to optimize this even more, you can use Avocado. The XML file at the end will be even smaller and to have the same image at the end. And yeah, for example, with this example, it's 53% smaller. So yeah, it's also a lot. Also, if you can do it, don't put your images in your APK. You can download your images from your server. Obviously, cache them mostly if you have to download them several times. Don't use like a big quality image if it's not needed. So yeah, don't hesitate to use a low resolution image. And you can use also Thumbor or any tool like that. It's a tool you just put parameters on your URL of the image, like the dimension or if you want to crop it or anything. And Thumbor will just give you the image optimized exactly like the image you need. Also, you can remove useless things. I'm sure in your application there is a ton of useless things. So for that, you can use Lint. What's Lint? It's a code scanning tool. You provide the app source files and a lint.xml file. Lint just do its things and it gives you an output. So it just reviewing and telling you some error, something you can improve, like the correctness, the usability, security, performance, a ton of stuff to help you and to help you to find the problem, the issue in your app. Two ways to add the lint check, so the lint.xml file and also the Gradle file. You can add parameters, you can say, okay, this error is fine, this error is not fine at all, please tell me. You can do a lot of things with lint, so it's really important. And then when you do a lint check, you have a lint report. The web version is like this, so you see your error, why it's telling you that. So it just like it's not really an error, it's just telling you it's better to not do it because it's useless in that case. So please do something. Also, you can use the APK analyzer. So you just drag and drop your APK onto Android Studio, and Android Studio will give you a report and just telling you which file or which folder are the biggest. For example, obviously, it's the resolution, the res folder, usually it's the bigger one. And then inside you can see drawable in XHDPI are also the bigger folder in it. So yeah, it's really important to do that, to check if there is not anything weird, a big library or anything you can improve in your app. I have a few tips to give you. Like for example, this one, the tips number 1, it's really useful, at least for us at CityMapper. So when we said to lint, if there is an unused resources, the severity is error, which means if and then we had that on the lint.gradle file. We said like abort an error. Like this on the CI, if there is an unused resources, the build will just fail, and we are aware there is an unused resources, and we have to remove it. So yeah, it helps to keep the code clean. You can also use dependency analysis Android Gradle plugin. So it's a Gradle plugin, and it produces an advice report, which indicate unused resources, the declared dependencies, in the wrong configuration, and a ton of things. So yeah, it's also important to have that. You can also use statistic. I like this one. It's not really made for that, but I like it, for example, to see if there is no more JPEG or PNG image in the project, or if there is something a bit weird. Or, like, I really like this one. I'm sorry to say that. I'm going to regulate it, maybe. But yeah, sometimes it's cool to use WebView. But no, don't be ashamed to use WebView. It can be really great for your app. For example, we have this on the CityMapper app. It's completely WebView. So it's easier to do in the app on our side because we have almost nothing to do. And it's not bundled in your APK. For example, at CityMapper, so we have some features only available in London, and we don't want to embed this for everyone in the world because only the people in London will see the feature. So yeah, like that, only the people in London will see this screen, and it's really cool for that. And yeah, it worked perfectly well. Here on the video, everything is a web view, even the button, the orange button, everything is a web view. So no need to put the image, the text in your app. It's great. Don't hesitate also to cut your app with App Bundle or Dynamic Feature. Android App Bundle, it's relatively easy to do. And the good thing with it, for example, when your user will download your app on the phone, the Google Play Store will only download the drawable folder needed for the phone. It will download also just the translation needed for the user, etc., etc. So it only download the thing needed. And also, if you use a library, it will download the library only for the CPU for the phone. It will not download anything just like if something will not be used on the phone, it will not be downloaded. So yeah, that's cool. And also you can use dynamic features. It's really cool as well. For example, if you have a feature not available for everyone and you just want to download the part of the app of your application just needed for your user. So you can use that. It's also really cool if you have like something big in your application but not mandatory for everyone, you can use that. And yeah, not everyone will have this part of your application. So yeah, that's cool. And also, last advice, please enable and configure R8. I'm not going to speak too much about R8 because it probably needs his own talk. But for the code shrinking, resource shrinking, obfuscation, and optimization, it's really, really important to have R8 well configured. R8 do a lot of things by itself and for free. So yeah, please do it. To summarize, use WebP, don't be ashamed to use a web view, remove useless thing, use lint, use the vector drawable. R8 is really important in your project. Dynamic features and app bundle are your friends, and don't include all your images if it's not needed and if you can do it. Thank you for listening my talk. Take care. Bye.